ting, 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 ting. I can hear it. It's like ting, 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 ting. Hello, editing Ashley. How are you?
Oh no. Welcome back, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to episode 2 of the CNC podcast. As you can see, we're already making upgrades to our set. Lovely, handy dandy microphones. So we're not going to have the same issue as we had in our last episode.
Mm-hmm.
But we're back with another
Somebody's microphone just went.
Somebody's
Oh,
microphone
it just
died.
died.
And so you could only hear one person's microphone for the last 15 minutes of the entire thing.
Which is probably why you haven't properly seen that episode.
So
that's okay.
We are going to release clips of it. We don't think we're going to release the entire thing just because it doesn't flow as well as we'd like. So we're back giving the people what they want, and hopefully at this stage a higher quality answer to all of your questions and issues and concerns.
Hoping and praying.
So back at it. My name's Christine.
And my name's Kira.
And we are going to get back into our podcast. So today's episode is really exciting.
Mm-hmm.
As again, our theme, Kira has prepared a PowerPoint presentation with one of her chosen
topics,
pop culture moments, but sometimes I feel like they're not even pop culture because they're so niche. I'll put it this way: I would find it hard pressed to find anybody else I'd want on a pub quiz team if it wasn't you. My dad, your dad, but like
my dad, your dad, me, you, and I think we have it swept
pretty covered. But I feel like
art, then parents, sport.
The lads about the sports thing, but you with
the stupid niche shit.
The niche shit.
That it's like, in what year did Tom Cruise? And I'm like, 2004. Yeah.
So that's a spoiler. Today's episode is
Sorry.
Tom Cruise.
It is about Tom Cruise.
Now,
it's about
this episode's slightly different. I know a little bit more about him than I did the Shakira episode. But I don't think I know as in depth as we're about to get into.
Well, see, this is the thing about Tom Cruise. And I was going to actually like preface the entire thing by being like, so what do we know about Tom Cruise?
What do we know about Tom Cruise? We know that Tom Cruise, standalone, short king.
Oh, he
is a short king. I think Tom Cruise, I think they had to get actors in all the films that are shorter, like short as him.
And he was standing on a box.
Standing on a box for him to look okay. Our editor is in the back just getting comfy.
We can't hear you. It's okay.
She does fact checks for us throughout the episode as well.
She does.
I'm sure she's going to edit this, and I hope you edit it with a big like boom, something like that right there.
Or can you cut to you editing, going?
Yeah, something like that.
Going like this.
Yeah. But yeah, so I feel like that's it. I've known that people had to hire short actors to be around him to make him look
and he's had to stand on a box.
He has a weird middle tooth.
I was going to say that.
He has a weird...
His tooth is in the center of his face, and I never noticed it until Quiva actually said that in like 5th or 6th year, and I was like,
I think it was
it's all I see.
Something.
All I see.
Probably like a Shane Dawson conspiracy theory, but it was his middle tooth. That and what else? I'm trying to think about it. He's obviously been in the world
every movie ever
cinema for years, and he was really young, obviously, like when the Mission Impossible started, and therefore he's been on that entire brand for years. And whatever we find out about him, what I find out about him in this, I'm extremely impressed that he does all of his stunts and all that kind of stuff.
He is incredibly physically impressive.
Do I think he's a death wish? Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I think it's really fucking sick. I do think it's class.
Yeah.
Because if I was... When I'm a famous actress, I will do all my own stunts.
Yeah. Yeah. A famous trained actress in the Gaiety School, no less. Look at her get. Yes, I actually do agree. He is an incredibly like impressive, like not bibliography, like IMDb page. Yeah. Very impressive.
But I'm not putting any of his films in my letterbox.
Yeah, I'm not giving him the Oscar necessarily. Like they're not Oscar films. They're kind of like box office popcorn movies.
But I'll still watch it. One's gonna come on at Christmas, and I'll sit down.
They'll never not be entertaining.
Exactly. They'll never not be entertaining. Do I think that at this stage is the most recent one that's released, Mission Impossible 9? Which I'm like, ooh, okay. Cash grab is cash grabbing.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I've actually properly ever seen a Mission Impossible through the whole way. Same with like the Jason Bournes and like whatever about that. Like,
don't put Jason Bourne in the same mission.
Is Jason Bourne worse? Better?
Jason Bourne's impeccable and extreme cinema and amazing and perfect.
Yeah, it's a similar.
Mission Impossible's more cheese.
Is it not all cheese?
No, Jason Bourne's more spy. whereas like
So
dark.
where would we put? Sorry, we're going slightly off topic just before we get into the actual story, because you can edit most of this out, Ashling. Anyway, so that's what we kind of
That's
know
what we know
about
about
Tom
him.
Cruise.
And I assume is what we're going to get into is his connection to Scientology.
Yes, that is a slide. Now it's a very jam-packed slide because I was trying to fit it all in one. There's obviously a lot more on that. I'm focused. My main thing. So here we have the title is Truly Fucking Bizarre Marriages of Tom Cruise. They're all so fucking weird. They're so bizarre to me as an objective viewer. So bizarre. And Scientology comes in a lot into a lot of them, and
Okay, but
probably
we're focusing on his
allegedly, because and when this goes absolutely mega viral, the Scientologists have a real fun thing of coming to your house and just filming you for the whole day.
Does Scientology have a large presence in Ireland?
No, but there's a presence. Well, there is a Scientology building in Ireland.
There is.
It's in town.
I love Scientology. Scientology is so great.
There's also the church in Turnier.
The church in
There's a
Turnier.
church in Turnier.
There's a Scientology church in Turnier.
There's a Scientology church in
There's
Turnier,
a
no
Scientology.
less. Is it in Turnier? I thought it was in town, or
There's
is it
one
both?
definitely in town, but there's one in Turnier as well.
Turnier, Templeogue, Knockline, one of those.
Oh,
Road trip.
no trip.
Because we were in Seattle and we went to the Scientology building outside, and I wanted to take my selfie outside of it. And
We saw the one in New York.
Aisling was like, we'll put this in.
They'll come out.
Aisling was like, keep it fucking moving. We're not having them.
They'll come out. This is how people get, and they're like, it's free. Just take your audit. Anyway, we'll get into all of that. So our main focus of today is his marriages. What they were. I think two of them are very, very well known. Do you know who?
I can picture her really, really well, and I can picture the other one really, really well. But you know me in the celebrity names.
Yeah. So there are two of them that are very well known. We'll get into it.
Because the iconic photo of her one outside when she's just been divorced.
Yeah. Apparently that's not true. I think it is.
Okay, well,
I think they all lie.
The one that I'm thinking of in my head.
Yeah. Nicole Kidman.
Yeah.
And then there was one before that, and it's interesting. Anyway, so we'll get into it.
Anyway.
Yeah. So we'll get into it. So for our table of contents today, we have who is Tom Cruise? We were delving into that. There's a little bit more depth. He's a shocker. Huge fucking deal. Like crazy levels of money, huge fucking deal.
Oh no, I knew he was a big deal.
No, I'm talking like the highest, like, and I know we know who Tom Cruise is, but like he's been awarded by the army. It's like fucking crazy. Okay. Anyway, so then we have the marriage timelines. So just an overview of what we're doing. Then we have his first, Mimi Rogers. Then after that is Scientology, because there'll be a bit of a tidbit in there, but funny enough, right around when he was marrying Mimi Rogers is right when he fell into Scientology. Then it's Nicole Kidman. Then it's Miss Katie Holmes, his most recent divorce. And I would say his most notable, like I remember watching E! News when I was like 12.
I have more memory of that.
I don't remember the Nicole Kidman one because that was in like 2000
we were too young.
1, 2 or something. I have it in here. I think it's 2001. But like we wouldn't remember it. But with Miss Katie Holmes, that was everything. Then number 7, the calculated tactical divorce proceedings. And then Fiend. Okay, so number 1.
Number 1.
Who is he? Huge fucking deal. Dictionary definition of a Hollywood icon, like the Hollywood icon. He is such a big deal.
He's a at-home name, you know, like everyone knows who Tom
like
Cruise is.
Everyone knows. He's grossed over $14 billion worldwide. Like that's a huge fucking number. 14 billion.
Would he be in the top like earners?
I would think so, yeah. I would say so. Okay. But a lot of his money does go to his
Scientology
religion, his Scientology.
It's crazy money that they take off your pay, isn't
it? Yeah. It is. I don't go hugely in stepped on that, but like it is, that's a whole.
But I think that's once you get through to the 7th round.
The 7th round, then you're paying $100,000 to learn about like layman or whoever anyway. So it made him a real name for himself, and he did, with indie films such as Risky Business and Top Gun. So like, I don't know if you've ever heard of them because they're very, very small.
Really niche.
They're really very niche, and not a lot of people have heard of them. And he holds the Guinness World Record for most consecutive $100 million grossing movies from 2012 to 2018. So that's like, I was like, oh shit. I was like, okay. And then in December 2024, now this one I was a bit like, oh, America. Weirdly, in December 2024, he was awarded the U.S. Navy's highest civilian honor, the Distinguished Public Service Award, recognizing his outstanding contributions to the military with his screen roles in Top Gun. And I was like, oh,
Is that
the most American propaganda bullshit you've ever heard. You're giving Tom Cruise.
100%. Because of the way that they show the army and they're like,
Yeah.
it's all fun, we're
Maverick.
all sexy, they're all dancing shirtless, boys be boys in. It's just
I'd
like that
say-
new movie that came out.
Yes.
New. In the last year. That movie with all the actors in it.
A24. The one with all the lads
All the
in
lads.
Iraq.
Yeah. And it's all like showing how much
Boys.
fun they are, and it's like, oh,
Boys.
real men, and it shows this image of like,
We had
I
so
wanna
much
be-
fun killing families in Iraq. What do you mean?
I want to be an army soldier.
Yeah. It was
And
so much fun.
He got that is crazy. He got
Yeah.
awarded for that.
I'd be very curious if you went into the army, especially like recently, how many lads, especially like into the Air Force, how many lads were actually inspired by. I'd say it's like half.
Have you seen those TikToks and it's just like not me joining the army after seeing what was the Katy Perry song?
Oh, part of me. Yeah, she
That
made it look
music
very
video.
cool. It's all propaganda.
Oh,
I'd say
this
that
is-
was heavily funded
But
by
you
the
know, I
US
remember
Army.
doing like third year history and looking back on like the posters of propaganda posters to like join the Navy.
Oh,
join
and it's
the-
sorry,
jo-
and it's like this,
yeah, but it's all these different things of being like
Uncle Sam.
Uncle Sam, you, all this like, and it's how marketing.
And I've always said that.
And I've always said that.
And I've
And how
always said
marketing
that.
is done to
Yeah.
be like, yes, you're 18, you can't drink and you can't vote.
Yeah.
Come to the army.
They go to all the schools as well. They have like little tables at
Yeah,
career
recruitment
fairs, being like,
days.
"Come on, it's so much
And for a
fun."
lot of people, it's the money. It's a lot of like they're like, yeah, we'll pay
We'll
for
pay for college.
you.
Why wouldn't you do it?
Yeah, I don't.
Sell your
100%
soul.
people who
Yeah, slay. I mean, I guess he's also quite well known for his religious beliefs and devotion and advocation to and advocation for the Church of Scientology. Now we'll touch on that one a little bit later now, so we will.
heard.
I'd say.
Okay.
So then we're going into his marriage timelines. We're focusing less on him as a person. It's the fucking weird fuck ass marriages. It is so weird. So Cruz has been married 3 separate times since 1987 when he was just 24. And the timelines are as follows. Now, Child bride. And are we seeing some of the close little timelines between Mimi Rogers and Nicole Kidman?
Yeah, I can see that. I'm also seeing that. Oh, they were only married for like
Yeah. I think it was like 2.5 years.
2.5 years.
It's interesting. She was also 6 years older than him, so she was 30 and he
Mimi
was
Rogers
24.
was.
Mimi Rogers was.
Was Mimi Rogers in Scientology?
Well, it's funny that you should ask. So, Mimi Rogers. They married May 9th,
Pause.
1987. They met, got married in 1987. I think a common theme between all of his marriages, quick timelines. We're meeting, we're getting married. We're meeting, we're getting married. We're meeting, we're getting
They're in
married.
love. They're in love.
We're getting married. I love
Yeah.
her. Okay, wedding was relatively small, very intimate. 2 guests.
Did you just say relatively small?
Relatively.
And then say 2 guys.
2 guests. I'm
That's
assuming
an
witnesses.
elopement. That's
I
an
don't
elope-
know.
They eloped.
I was wondering. I was like, was
That's
she
eloping
pregnant? But
having
no.
the 2 witnesses have just like a relatively small wedding is like 25,
20.
30. Like we just had our immediate family there.
2 of them. And I'm 1, so yeah.
What? So that is a teeny
Witnesses.
tiny little. That's a relatively small.
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Needless to say, an intimate event.
Intimate event.
Intimate is.
So Miss Mimi Rogers was his introduction to Scientology. She's a 2nd generation Scientologist, and is believed to have introduced him to the religion, which has significantly influenced his life.
God.
Significantly.
So we can pin it back to her.
It was her. Allegedly, it was her. Rogers has said, now this one I was like, oh, slay. Rogers has said that Cruz's consideration of becoming a monk and the fact that they weren't shagging as much contributed to the factors of the divorce. So they just like, he was like, I'm celibate, I'm a monk, so we're not shagging. And apparently she was like, okay. But then she later retracted some of these claims. But I'm like, I could so see Tom Cruise being like, no, I'm celibate now. I'm celibate, I found God.
So what I find really interesting about that is the people who find God later. It's the people who grow up with it in their family and everything like that. That's always what they've been believed. That's always what they've been told. Whereas it's the ones that all of a sudden find it at a pinnacle age of 24, 25. Like it's our age right now that I'm like, I personally, and I speaking personally,
Yeah, that's just me.
I couldn't personally think of something that would go on in my life that I've turned to Jesus. Now that being said, World War III being around the corner, maybe I'll get super religious.
Please.
Who's to say what?
Please.
But I find it really interesting when people now our age would make such a different life change. If they've been
It
living
is
their life a certain way,
interesting.
and also to go a monk.
This is my thing
Such
with Tom
extreme.
Cruise, and I think it's a thing with like people in the media and people who like their entire job is me, I'm the focus, everyone loves me, this is what I want to do, I want to constantly be the focus of attention, that's my career path. I'm like, okay, so there's probably like, you're a very unique person. I think a lot of these people seem very, very unique, and I'm like, okay, something has to be going on here that you're not only turning to like religion, like I'm a monk now, I'm actually going to be a monk. Like, okay, so how are we feeling? And then he turns to Scientology and we've seen how that's gone, you know? So it's like, I don't think he's necessarily the most well-adjusted mentally. And Rogers received $14 million in her settlement from him. So he was making bank like back in the day.
Yeah, he was already an actor, so she
Yeah.
was making money. I'll take it.
So from there, we move on to his involvement in Scientology. Now, there's a lot of info here because I wanted to get it all on one page, but we'll work on through it, okay? So he was introduced to Scientology through Mimi Rogers. Her father was a high-ranking member of the church. He reportedly found the teachings very helpful, particularly, and now Christine, this will be close to your heart, in overcoming personal challenges like dyslexia. Bless him. And it's very tough, Christine. And you'd know more than most.
And thank you for like seeing me.
You know, it was just Neurodivergent Pride Week. For you and for Tom Cruise.
For reference, for Neurodivergent Pride Week, that's not for gay people who are neurodivergent. It's just being prideful for being neurodivergent.
I lie.
We should check that.
Yeah. So Christine got her.
I got my day.
You did get your big day. It was last Monday, this day a week ago.
I do think that when growing up, dyslexic, there was always like the celebrities that people were like,
Bella Thorne.
And they're still doing amazing. No, it wasn't. Bella Thorne would have been. It was
Jennifer Aniston.
Jennifer Aniston was a big one.
Yeah.
And they're just the most creative people, the dyslexics.
And they're really very, very smart.
And they're so smart.
They're so smart.
Just
You would swear it's
disability does not mean disability.
You'd swear it's a terminal illness.
She can learn her lines.
She can. Terminal illness.
Brain it fucking.
Like, I think we're all fine. So this is it. Okay. And that's, I think, probably what was going through Tom Cruise's head at the same time. Especially maybe actually genuinely growing up in like the 60s. I doubt it was as like...
No, 100%. It's
you know.
different times and everything.
Not that that's like... It gives him an excuse for the way he acts.
Yeah.
So by the 90s, he was one of the Scientology's most prominent celebrity members. Now, you might know like other big celebs. The other one that pops into my mind, John Travolta. Yeah. There's also your one from Orange is the New Black. There's your one from...
And do you know who is... And you might fact check this to make sure that I'm right in saying, do you know who is a member of Scientology? You're one from that thing.
And is it The Handmaid's Tale? Yeah, I know. She's big.
She was in a show about that fucking shit, and she's in Scientology. She's
yeah.
And I think she's like second generation as well.
Yeah.
She's like a family of
I think it's like when you grow up in LA, some of them are like kind of... There's another girl on SNL who's like not vocal about it at all, but her parents are like high-ranking members. She's one of the comedian people. And so she like won't be in things about Scientology. Like won't be in jokes about it. And they're like, I think it's a thing that she's kind of half on the outs because they're like, you're in SNL.
That's what I find so crazy about it being
it's
like
wild.
There's people that are so like, yup.
But also a lot of them aren't like incredibly vocal about it.
Yeah,
because I think they've seen what happened to Tom Cruise and like John Travolta, and they're a bit like, oh, I don't want to like destroy my career.
Fair, but the one from The Handmaid's Tale, that really shocked me.
Yeah, she's super
really,
into it.
Like, wait, hold on a second, you were in an entire job.
Yeah, because they get these celebrity members as like they use them as PR and marketing and being like, look how great it is, look how amazing it is. Like I know you're one from Orange is the New Black, and like that 70s show, she talks about it very openly, very happily. Same with Mr. Travolta, less so now. But that's a whole other thing.
Yeah.
And Mr. Cruise is probably the biggest one about it.
I would still say that Scientology has to get a better marketing team because, like, in my mind, it still has quite a negative connotation.
Yeah, but then they find the vulnerable people and the celebrities and stuff, and then this is how they... Yeah. But anyway, because I think they're doing fine because they don't get taxed. That's the whole thing with the religion. So all the money that's coming in, that's why it exists. Read a book. Oh my God. L. Ron Hubbard is quoted saying that. He's like, that's the only reason I started religion. It's because it's tax-free money. And it's like, it's a fucking pyramid scheme. It's a pyramid scheme. Anyway, I digress. In the early 2000s, he became increasingly vocal. And this is the thing now, Scientology, they don't believe in medicine. or like any form of psychiatry. And so he advocated that the use of antidepressants and psychiatry are pseudoscience. And he also very publicly criticized Brooke Shields, who was very open and vulnerable. Brooke Shields went through a lot for using medication to treat her postpartum depression. And he essentially like bad mouthed her, was awful about her, and then she kind of doubled down and was like, hey, so that's really not nice, and everyone went against him for a while. So this was our like whole 2000s mentality of like Tom Cruise, rawr, Scientology, rawr. Like John Travolta's son died because he wouldn't get him medical treatment after a car crash.
I remember this. The
Do you know, like
antidepressants are pseudoscience. Yeah, 100%.
all of it's pseudoscience? It's like, no, so it's actually just like fact. Like, do you know, it's like trying to speak to a wall with some of these kinds of
It's a
people.
chemical imbalance in your brain. People need help.
Like factually, it's not an opinion of Scientology. Like L. Ron Hubbard didn't know that. Like layman or whoever the fuck is trapped in that space prison who's coming down, and we're all vessels for the volcano bodies. Like
it's for Scientology.
but like this is pseudoscience.
This is pseudoscience.
This is the whack stuff.
They're crazy over there. Like, it was I don't know if you mentioned this in your slides, but it's, and if anyone hasn't, and maybe edited it, I don't know if we could do it, but the clip of
South Park. I haven't mentioned it.
But it's South Park do a bit on Scientology, and
Yeah.
it's basically, but they had to print at the bottom of the screen, this is the real story of Scientology.
Because it seemed fake.
We have not changed what
anything.
This is genuine what they believe, because they're talking about the aliens that are going to come down and we're all going to have our own planets or whatever.
Yeah.
They work it out. It's like, this is genuinely what they believe. We're making fun of this, but like, we're telling you this is what they believe.
The reason is because L. Ron Hubbard, who founded Scientology, was a science fiction writer. He still holds the record for the most books published ever.
Yeah.
And he wrote about science fiction. So he made this Bible of science fiction shit. None of it's real. Anyway, I digress. Various reports suggest that the church took extraordinary measures to keep him engaged. So they are like very on top of him. So they provide him with everything, and they allegedly conducted efforts to find him romantic partners, which like through an audition process, and that's allegedly how he met Miss Holmes, his third wife.
Where I'm feeling like this is the 2000s. I'm beginning to remember.
Yeah, crazy. He's often described as second in command. He gives like chats about it, or like gives chats at their end of year, like Christmas do. There's like
they wheel him out for the big speeches.
Christmas. They wheel him out for the big speeches, and in terms of public visibility, like he is very kind of synonymous now with what Scientology is. It's the first thing I think of when I hear Tom Cruise is Scientology. And when I hear of Scientology, I often think of Tom Cruise. Like they're very synonymous with each other.
Breath,
he has never spoken badly about it or denounced it. And then some former members and critics. So what's interesting is when the former members come out, because they get like terrorized by Scientology the second they leave and start speaking badly. But they describe him as being protected by the church, and others see him complicit in enabling its alleged abuses. So like Scientology isn't just like a cult; it also like keeps people as slaves and like has prison boats where they have to do like hard labor and shit like that. And they're like, it's like crazy. It's like wild what these people have to do in order to like prove themselves. And to the extent that like if someone came in and was like, you guys can like be liberated, we found you, come find help and refuge, they wouldn't leave. Like they're so indoctrinated into this way of being that they're like, no, well, this is what God wants.
Because I think they work on a pyramid program, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a pyramid scheme.
Bottom, and then
you pay your way in.
Or like that you work.
Yeah, and you get more people in, and it's like, this is it. And then, despite all of these controversies and all of this shit, Cruise's, and it's the most fucking male thing in the entire world, in my opinion, Cruise's film career rebounded with major hits like Mission Impossible and the Top Gun franchises. So it's really kind of just offsetted his entire public image. Like, he is fucking insane. He is clinically insane, and still just has this career. You know, like but like it's fucking wild.
There's a lot of those ones I fear, though. Do you know when you're like,
it's so wild to me.
Yeah. Another Scientology couple, isn't it? Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis.
Don't think so.
No.
Ashton Kutcher's been involved in some shady shit, but not.
Mila Kunis is Jewish.
Yeah, she's Ukrainian.
I know he was in like the Diddy parties and stuff like that, but
no, Scientology is kind of separate to that.
They were involved in it. They were seen. Anyway, that's not right.
So no, ask Google.
No,
Ashton is confirming that there is.
But there was definitely stuff coming out that they had like been seen at these events of Scientologists. I fear I'm not going crazy about this.
I didn't hear anything about that. I know that they've been in some real hot water, especially with Ashton Kutcher and Diddy, and especially because they have their
there's
own
that,
thing.
But there was
But also they defended your man from that 70s show who was
when
convicted of
he
rape.
was convicted of rape.
And then they sent like messages of support to the judge to be like, don't give him a long sentence,
Yeah, I remember
thinking that it wasn't going to be published, and then it was.
Idiots.
Ashton Kutcher has been photographed attending Scientology events.
Suck
Okay.
my cock! I knew I was right.
Put a little applause over that now for Christine in the editing. No, thank you very much. Fair play, yeah, I didn't know that. So then we move on to Nicole Kidman.
Okay, so now we've married, so
We're married, we're divorced from Mimi. Now, what's interesting is the
timeline, because I'm seeing it up. I'm seeing the year.
we're seeing the year.
So we were.
So I don't know if we were in the process of divorcing. I don't know if we weren't divorced yet, but I don't know how long their divorce proceedings went on. He could have been in the midst of like breaking up with Miss Mimi Rogers, met Miss Nicole Kidman on the set of Days of Thunder, and they married within the same year. So it was like under a year time span that he got divorced, met Nicole Kidman, and then they got married within the same 12 months as far as I know now. It could be
Okay.
within the like 16 months, but
Yeah.
like it's within the same year or two.
Okay. And
Yeah.
for reference, Nicole Kidman, no affiliation to the Scientology.
Well, no, but see, this is the thing. When you're marrying someone like that, it's like you're getting on the boat or you're getting off.
Yeah, you're not allowed to be in the, like, you're not going to, surely the Scientology church wouldn't have let her get married to him.
This is
She
it. It's
wasn't
not really a
object to
choice. Like,
to
you're involved in the church if you're
50K or
marrying me.
whatever, yeah.
You're involved. Like,
Yeah.
so she wasn't like necessarily a dedicated member, but I think in marrying him, she had to like to essentially
Be present
join
and be
this
like,
church.
"Yup, the Scientologists."
Yeah, and like be there, be seen,
Yeah,
be a person,
present member,
be
yeah.
at his like
Yeah.
be his right hand man, essentially, like, you know. So then they met, married shortly after in 1992. They adopted their daughter Isabella, as pictured here in Tom's arms as a little baby.
Cutie.
Then in 1995, they adopted their son Connor. Then in 1999, they started another film together called Eyes Wide Shut. Now, I think they starred in 3 movies all together, and one of them, it's based in Ireland, and they are the most diabolical Irish accents. Like, I'm not being fucking funny. Like, some of the worst I've ever heard.
I've never heard that film. Is it Eyes Wide
I
Shut?
don't think it's Eyes Wide Shut. I think Eyes Wide Shut's a little bit like Sexy, whereas the one they're doing in Ireland, it's just like really shit. And it's like ye old Ireland, and they're in the countryside in a cottage, and they're talking like this.
No.
And it's really
No, I can't do those ones.
quite tragic.
Okay.
Because
Just
neither
don't
of them.
do it. Just don't do the Irish accent. Either like be Americans in Ireland.
Yeah. Well, Nicole Kidman's an Oz.
Okay, she's an Aussie.
Be an Aussie in Ireland.
Be an Aussie in Ireland. They are. They do exist, or at least be a.
They do exist. And they exist.
But they should be a better. They should be better at
Dialect
accent
coach.
than the Americans, I would think, because there's enough Irish over there. They should have.
They should just really get a dialect coach at this point in the game.
Yeah.
It's so
He's
tragic.
making billions and you don't have a dialect coach. Should be also surely first day of filming. You can't tell me that camera's not rolling. Director's sitting there, the whole crew. They open up their mouths and you're like,
see, this is the thing though.
Who got this? Who hired them?
I think they can't really tell. Like, we'd hear it and we'd be like,
jeez. Yeah.
But they might think it's like really good. It'd be like if we tried to do an Australian accent, we were like, yeah, that'll do.
Well, I hear that when we do our.
I'm doing my Australian accent, mate.
And they'd be like, and I'd be like, no, but that's
Really good.
it's really good, mate. It's really good, can. There's a shark in the water, doll. Honestly, Kath, Kim. And I'm like, that's perfect. And they'd be like,
that's so wrong. It's giving it's giving away and
away and home. And it is. Away and Home. My favorite television show.
I was not talking about home and away. It's talking about when we were away.
Oh, it's given when we were away.
I'm an American guy, and this is getting mentioned. I don't care. There's an American guy right on a pub crawl, and he turned around to Kira and he said,
"Oh yeah, we were coming down the stairs thing, and he was like, oh my god, did they teach like really good English lessons in Ireland?"
Your English is
And I was
so
like, oh my
good."
god, yeah, they really do. I was like, thank you.
Thank you. I've been working.
It's like, that's so
years on my
sweet. I've been
English.
really trying on working on my American. Like, it's so interesting. And then I came down and I was like, Christine, you'll never fucking guess what this cunt's after saying. He was a fucking idiot. He started singing the national anthem on the underground.
On the underground, it was too much.
It was tragic.
Tomato to that man.
So anyway, then 2001 divorced.
So we're 1990. Oh, we're 11 years.
Yeah, it was like
Okay,
a
so that's
long
hold on. So
time.
this is like a chunk of marriage.
No,
So
it
this
was
is
a chunk of
like
marriage. Like they were the
11
Katie Holmes and
years.
Tom Cruise of their era. Like
Yeah.
I only
sorry.
knew them. I only knew him being married to Katie Holmes, but he was married longest to her.
Okay, 11
And
years.
now
is
she's with Keith Urban, and I actually don't know who he's with now. I think he's a bit more private
Yeah, fair.
for this reason. Me making a whole
Oh,
PowerPoint.
God.
Weird.
Well,
He's
there's
so
no
private about
there's
it
no
now.
private.
What about my entertainment?
What about our podcast?
What about our podcast, Tom? Did you ever think of that?
You know what? I'll
You
call him up.
selfish fuck. I'll call David Miscavige and I will not hesitate.
Bring that man right here.
Bring him here. Where is he?
Oh my God,
Speaking
he
of
can
David,
on our podcast.
speaking of David Miscavige, isn't it so weird that his wife is like missing? It's David
What?
Miscavige is the head of Scientology, so he's like their pope.
Oh, I did see this.
His wife, no one has seen her.
Yeah. Killed. She was murdered.
No one has seen her, but like,
Murdered.
but they're like, no, she's fine.
No.
Where is she? Her name's like
Murdered.
Sam or something.
Murdered.
Anyway, and then in 2002, Cruz stated that Kidman knew the reasons for the divorce. Per People magazine, apparently she knew and they knew and whatever. It was filed as irreconcilable differences. I'd say it was something to do
you
with
have
the
to put a reason for your divorce when you're filing
Yeah.
for divorce?
irreconcilable differences is normally the one that comes with all these celebrities. It's like we just can't get past whatever it is.
But like, do people actually put down what they divorced for? Be like cheating.
No, I think irreconcilable differences kind of like sums up a lot of it, but there are different things. I'd have to know. It might be, some of them might be like if someone committed a serious crime and you want to divorce them, then it might not be irreconcilable differences. It might be like he murdered someone, so I don't want to be with him anymore.
Okay, I get what you mean.
Ashling is on the case though.
They need to state the legal grounds.
They need to state the legal
Because
grounds.
It's a legal thing.
Yeah.
Irreconcilable differences, irretrievable breakdown of the marriage,
Irretrievable breakdown of the marriage. Interesting.
separation for a required period,
Yeah.
You can get divorced just because you're going to be separated for a period of time.
adultery,
Cheating.
repeat,
Adultery.
desertion/abandonment,
Desertion/abandonment. Slay. That's fair.
cruelty/abuse,
Abuse. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like,
substance abuse,
fair. Substance abuse.
imprisonment,
Yeah.
Yeah.
mental illness.
Oh. Kick to the curb, Mr.
Mr.
Struggle.
Mr. Struggle.
Mr. Struggle. If you're struggling with your mental health, bye. I didn't sign up to that.
That's literally not my job.
It's actually not my job.
That's not my job.
In sickness or in health, for better or worse. Ooh, Mr. Struggle. No. So then in February, these are the iconic photos. In February 2001, Cruz filed for divorce, which came as a shock to many because they were like lovey-dovey, love
wasn't
up
like-
until then.
yeah.
It like came out of nowhere. Speculation has long surrounded Cruz's involvement with Scientology as a potential factor. The writing's on the fucking walls on that one. Potential factor, allegedly. And you didn't hear it from me.
Okay.
But Kidman was reportedly skeptical of the church and was viewed as a potential threat. This is what happens. If someone's a potential threat, they cut them off. So it's like, if you were in Scientology and I was one of the bigger ups and suddenly your mom is having whispers of like, that Scientology thing, I'd be like, well, you have to cut her off. She's no
I'd cut
longer a
them
part of
off.
your life. You're done. So that's why, according to ex-Scientologists and journalists, the church may have tried to distance Cruz from Kidman, surveilling and manipulating. Wouldn't be like them. Sounds familiar. Kidman has hinted at the emotional difficulty of the divorce. They both do not talk about it. I'm assuming it's NDAs out the fucking hole. I'd say it's NDA, because they do not speak about it. And the one part about it that I find most interesting, which is like awful, especially for a mother, but like she's been completely estranged from both of the children that they adopted, and those two kids have grown up in Scientology and are now no longer allowed to like
He got the kids?
like, yeah, this is part of the reason for Miss Holmes. She saw what happened here and she was like,
She got the kids.
He got the
How
kids.
did he get the kids? Surely in all these fucking regular schmegulars, it's. And
I
we know
think-
this. We had this before last week's episode that it's it normally always goes to the mother anyway.
yeah, well, this is it.
Adopted now may be slightly different, but
I think,
should be the
no.
same.
Legal parents, I don't think it is. I think what happened was there was a lot of blindsiding going on and and now I don't know this for a fact, but I'm basing it off of common sense.
Yeah.
That there was probably a lot of blindsiding going on through the church of like, how are we going to get rid of her? how's this
How
one's
do
an
we make it
issue?
look like an unfit mother?
Yeah, this one's an issue. Yeah, this kind of thing. And
Yeah,
like
okay.
backing it up. However, they might have had shared custody. And then all of a sudden, if she's moving to Australia, if she's traveling a lot for filming, they're like, well, she can't mind them. So they have to stay with this. And she was like a very big deal at the time. Still is. She's a huge
Yeah,
fucking
it's a huge
deal.
deal.
Like, and now, so his kids were then raised within Scientology. It could be a whole thing. It depends where they
And then they're
lived.
mind-washed forever. You're not
And this
getting
is
them
it.
out at all.
Because then when they get to like, so how old would they have been?
Yeah, so for...
So Isabella was, let's say they were like 1 and 2 when they were adopted.
Mhm.
They're like 10, 11, 12 when the divorce is happening.
Kids.
Then within 3, 4 years, they now have their kind of choice to be like, I don't want to fucking see mom anymore.
Yeah,
I'm in
okay.
Scientology. Dad knows everything. Dad is sick. We are treated amazingly by all the Scientologists. And this is God who is calling me not to see my mother. So we are not, apparently she doesn't know anything about them. Like they've graduated from college. She wasn't there. She had no idea about any of it. Like she's completely estranged from them.
Our editor is making us.
Tom got full custody of those kids
Tom
after the
got
divorce.
Tom
full
got full custody
custody.
of those kids after the divorce.
And she's been, you'll know this, you can repeat this, labeled as a suppressive person, so they've all cut her off.
Yeah, they've all cut her off because she's been labeled as a suppressive person. This is what happens. It's like, yeah, suppressive. Like, you're bold, you're bad, you're no longer in Scientology. The church does not approve of you. You are blacklisted.
So the girl was 8, the boy was 6.
The girl was 8 and the boy was 6, so they were babies.
For the divorce.
And he got full custody is crazy.
So
They don't know why.
they don't. We still
Like,
don't
the
know why.
public doesn't know
See,
why.
to be
Don't
honest
know
with you,
why.
maybe there were issues going on with Miss Kidman at the time.
They think he pulled his power dynamic Scientology strings and worked something around.
That would make sense to me, pulling power dynamic strings in Scientology. Like
Yeah.
because the Scientology, they do have
They're
regular
very powerful.
jobs. They do. So I feel like
They're
they
very
have
powerful.
A lot
It's a lot of money.
in different things, and because he has so much money, money isn't really a problem. And to be perfectly fucking honest, in life, in this world, a lot of people will do a lot of things for money. And if you're going to take a brown paper envelope and, you know, like
And deprive
pressure
children of their
church because
parents.
they've been stalking you, walking in and out of your house every single day, and all of a sudden they say, hey, take this fat loan out and give him full custody. Yeah.
This is also it. It's like, we will make your living life hell. I know where your wife works and I know where
Yeah.
your children go to school.
This is complete conspiracy theory. This
Com-
is not,
none of
like,
that
I'm
is
not-
actually genuinely
like,
true at
like,
all.
we don't know that, but for her to get absolutely no custody
Is
and, like,
wild.
is crazy.
In
And
the
so-
States,
And
like-
is it was it in the legal writing that they could have no contact whatsoever even after they're 18? Well, no, sure, once you're 18 you can do
No,
it.
I don't think it's
wasn't
released.
denied custody.
She wasn't denied custody.
He fought for full custody, and she didn't necessarily fight back on that.
Okay, so he fought for full and she didn't fight back. That's weird.
So
Okay.
they were like, do you want to give him custody? And she was like, okay.
So she kind of just folded, being like, okay, he wants full custody, this bad. Okay. She might not have realized the extent of the fact that she would like never see her children. Because even if someone has full custody, there's still visitation. This is the thing. And she may no longer be entitled to that now because of like, she might not have necessarily realized
what it was
what was
gonna get,
going
yeah.
on. And she might have been unwell at the time. I don't know what Nicole Kidman was going through at any given
Okay,
time.
that's very interesting.
But I do want to note, apparently, now allegedly,
Okay.
these photos are not her coming out of divorce proceedings. I'm choosing to believe that they are, and that is my truth. Apparently, it's her coming out of some audition or something like that. I don't fucking buy it. That's her coming out of the divorce proceedings, and I'm like, slay queen.
Yeah, I'm gonna be right there with you. I'm gonna be with you.
Do you know the way that they're like, no, that's not what that is, that's a lie? Don't lie, Nicole.
No, we're gonna take it. We're gonna believe our truth, and our truth is.
I'm choosing to believe that
that's
that's
your
my truth, and then I'm like, slay girl.
Yeah.
No one has matched the outfit or the scene to any known project.
No one has matched the outfit of the scene to any known project. Not a single one. Even that era, what was she filming in that era? No one can fucking tie it because she was coming out of her divorce proceedings and she's trying to save face now, going, this is a big rumor conspiracy. Okay,
I
Nicole,
have my nails on to clack at you right now. But
if
I'm
you
fine.
were filming, where's the scene? So
Okay.
then we move on to his most recent
Katie
wife, Miss Katie Holmes, who is fucking stunning, by the way. I was looking at all the photos of her. I was like,
She's
you
very
were
pretty.
beautiful.
Yeah, she's very. I would have put her as somebody who's quite naturally beautiful.
She's stunning.
Yeah.
She is. She's gorgeous. So their relationship time, they meet in April 2005 and have like a whirlwind romance.
Quick check, they got divorced. Him and.
Oh no, that
They
was
were
2002. 2002.
2002.
So this is 2005. This is the first public relationship he's had since. Now, this
3 whole years. How did he survive?
this whole, but like,
Hey. Yay.
pot kettle, babe. Pot kettle, Mr. Cruz. Have you seen the video? It's like so iconic of when Tom Cruise is on Oprah and he's discussing his relationship with Miss Katie Holmes. Have you never seen it? It's one of the most iconic videos. I might see it after. I have a link to it here anyway.
I'll put it in.
And you can put it playing. So we can watch it a bit later and you'll get a bit more
Yeah,
context
we
for what
can
it
do that, we
is.
can do that.
But basically it was so iconic at the time. Like it was like everywhere. Essentially everyone was like, oh my God, he was like so head over heels jumping over the couch, literally talking about Katie Holmes. They'd been together
So you're
for
telling me you
a
remember
month.
this?
So this is interesting, Tom. We've never seen you behave this way before.
I know.
Have you ever felt this way before?
I'm telling you, I had a lot of consciousness of this from like for like a
This
long
was
time.
2005.
Yeah.
We were 5 years old.
I don't necessarily remember watching Oprah Winfrey and going, oh my God, Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes, blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't have a conscious memory of them getting married. And like, I remember their baby being born. That was in 2006. Yeah. They were like a huge deal, babe.
And I understand, but like, maybe I was too busy living in the forest. Like,
I think you were busy being crunchy granola and not having a TV.
Not having TV.
I think not having a TV in the house
being
probably
very,
like, because like in shops, they were all over all the magazines and everything. Like, they were
yeah, no, we didn't do
huge.
that magazines. No.
Yeah, but like if you're walking through a shop. Or like if you're in a hairdresser, like that kind of a thing. See, you just weren't absorbing in the way I was absorbing this really, really interesting and critical information via osmosis. It was just being absorbed into me. And I was, no, but anyway, no, genuinely,
Okay.
Tom Cruise jumping on the couch with Oprah is like one of the most iconic cultural moments
So
of
for
like the
reference,
2010s.
what actually was why was he jumping on the couch?
Because he was talking about his new relationship that he'd been in for like a month. They were being photoed all the time. And Oprah was like, oh my God, so how are you feeling? And she'd be like, anytime she'd say Katie's name, he would jump up and do flips. Like he was crazy
Can
looking.
we watch this?
Yeah.
Is it possible? I need a reference for this time because I'm actually...
Yeah.
Have you ever felt this?
Like he's just like... Like it's insane.
No, I don't like that at all.
It's really weird. And then in June, he proposes at the Eiffel Tower just 2 months after starting their relationship. April, May, June. 2 months in. Proposed. Then,
Yeah.
controversially, and I don't know how the church would have felt about this, a baby born out of wedlock. Miss Surrey Cruz was born in the April of 2006, and they only got married in the November of 2006. Apparently in the year 20,026, according to my PowerPoint, but that is not the case. It was 2006. What did I do? Oh, I put an extra 2 in. Sorry, my bad. 20,026 is when they got married. No, 2006 November they got married. So that's like what, 6-7 months after baby's born?
Well, yeah, because you don't want to have a wedding straight after your quick.
Oh my God, no. No, for sure. But it's just like, I didn't know that.
Interesting that's how that happened.
That was their timeline. Because then I was like, wait, so April 2000, so when did she get pregnant then? Like 5 months before. So it would have been like July, August time when she got pregnant.
Of 2005.
Yeah. Just after getting engaged. Ew.
Okay, so we got married. We got engaged in June, July, pregnant.
Ish.
Maybe they didn't find out they were pregnant for another little while though.
I don't know. Well, I wasn't
Like-
there. I'll ask.
Yeah,
I'll
sure.
ask. Oh, I should and I will. And then, so November 2006, they're married. June 2012, sudden, abrupt divorce settled in just 11 days.
What's the average divorce?
6+ months.
Okay.
Dividing up all of our assets with that much money involved.
Yeah. Heard.
I wonder, was there a prenup? I actually think there was.
Well,
Now, I'm not 100% sure, but I feel
it after a 2-month long and like no.
I think Miss Holmes's family wouldn't have allowed no prenup.
There was a prenup that
There was
said
a
she was
prenup.
supposed to get spousal support
Okay.
or a lump sum payout. She got neither.
I'd say that was in favor of her getting sole custody.
Okay, so 11 days, quick little divorce. We were
Snappy.
married for 7 years.
6 years?
6 years. 6 years.
Just under 6 years.
Just under 6. Okay.
So, like, half the time that he was married to Miss Kidman,
Yeah. Okay.
which I think is crazy because their marriage is so much more relevant in my head. It's just an age thing.
It's an age thing. That's when we were.
But yeah, we were like
alive.
conscious.
Yeah, conscious.
I remember watching E! daily about the Katie Holmes, Tom Cruise, like divorce. It was
We
crazy.
had such different childhoods.
He did admit that he can acknowledge that a potential reason for the divorce may have been because Holmes was trying to shield Surrey Cruz from the church. The last time Cruz was seen with Surrey was in 2013 and they're believed to be estranged. So he hasn't.
So currently, hold on, for a reference, he
Yeah.
has his 2 adopted children.
He
from
does.
from his second marriage.
Yeah, and they'll now be 33 and like 30-ish.
But that's who they're grown.
They're grown-ups.
They're grown up.
There are photos of them.
But they're grown. Dad has a new wife, baby. That's our half sibling.
Mm-hmm.
So they wouldn't have all been in the house at the same. Like they're grown and living in their own worlds.
No, not in 2005 and 6.
They're all living in one house.
They're all living in one
yeah,
house.
yeah. Sorry for age. Sorry. I thought did you just say they'd be in their 30s?
Now.
Oh, now. Sorry, I was thinking.
Can you do maths? It was 1995 where they were babies.
Hold on a second.
No, Tom Cruise. No.
Sorry.
Tom Cruise would have been like 30.
I copped on. I was like,
They're young.
so it's
They're all in
kids
the same
one
house.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Katie Combs has come into this guy
Yes.
who she's met 2 months and been like, amazing. We're now in love. Welcome in. We're about to get married and moving into this man's house.
Yeah.
He already has 2 kids.
Yeah.
And boom, I'm pregnant. Let's get married.
No, let's get married. Boom, I'm pregnant.
Let's get married. Boom, I'm pregnant.
Well, I don't know yeah.
But just for
Yeah.
yeah.
So then we have, this is our last slide of the podcast, the calculated tactical divorce proceedings. So, and what can only be described as a covert op or I-6. This was fucking crazy how this was done. Like I think she learned from Miss Kidman's mistakes, and she obviously had a lot of insider information into all of that world. And like how the kids would have been treated in the divorce with Nicole, and how the fact that she had no custody of them, and might have seen the writing on the walls, hypothetically, allegedly, I have no idea, within the church. Because I know Miss Holmes was a little bit more on board with the whole Scientology aspect of Tom's life. Like she was studying Scientology, she was then a member.
So this is where the rumors had come out about being like, oh, there was like auditions to be his wife.
Yeah. I don't think she was involved in Scientology before
him. Okay.
Miss Katie Holmes' dad is an incredibly successful and like renowned divorce lawyer.
Phenomenal.
Yeah. So it is assumed
I'm
that
walking away with everything I deserve.
everything I want, I'm getting.
Yeah, okay.
So I think she went down. I think the writing must have been on the
Daddy,
walls.
Come help me.
It must have been on the walls slightly that there, like she was like, I need help. So it's assumed that he had a large role to play in the success of her escape plan from this marriage. She planned her exit while she was filming. Have you heard of the little known classic called Jack and Jill, a la Adam Sandler, where he plays both Jack and Jill? Katie Holmes was in it, and it is alleged.
Did she play his wife?
Probably, I don't know. Now it's alleged, and like it's kind of like hypothesized that she may have reached out to him and been like, listen, I'm in a bit of a pickle here. Is there any chance you could give me like even the tiniest role in one of your movies so that I can kind of be away from the home? Because apparently towards the end of their marriage, Cruz got a bit.
She might have gotten in touch with
Mr. Sandler.
Yeah.
And been like, listen, I need to get out of the house. Allegedly, Mr. Cruz was quite controlling over the whole situation, like what she did with her time, which is kind of reflected in how her career stunted from being an actress. She was one of the Dawson's Creek people or something, or One Tree Hill people.
And she was going places. Like she would have been.
I don't really remember because I just remember her as his wife. I don't really know what she was in. So allegedly she was using filming of Jack and Jill as an excuse to meet with divorce lawyers at the same time. So she was saying that she was filming this, she was on set, she was filming Can't See You, was meeting with divorce lawyers at the same time and putting laying all the bricks.
Yeah.
And at the same time, Cruz was filming in Iceland. So he was literally like
a billion trillion miles away.
Yeah, he wasn't there to see what she was doing. So she then filed for divorce in New York specifically, which her father probably would have advised her on because it has the highest rate of like mother getting custody out of any of the states. Like it's very, very like that. So she wanted full custody. She filed for divorce in New York, flew to New York to file for divorce. Okay. Specifically.
On purpose. Where were they residing?
I would say LA, probably. Oh, now don't quote me on that. They could have lived in New York, but she was very specifically because the custody laws were more in her favor. She also changed her phone. She hired new security and she used burner devices for this entire thing. It was like a fucking operation. And she filed for sole custody of Surrey and got it. The divorce wrapped in 11 days. Cut. And he was completely blindsided by it. So her thing was like, I don't know, I haven't been in touch with anyone, but I don't have any inside information, but I think she really learned from what happened to Nicole Kidman and was like, it was potentially she was seeing the underlines of Scientology starting to come for her daughter, and she was like,
Yeah,
no,
I'm right
not
here.
my daughter, you
You
bitch.
bitch.
And then she went to Scientology, to
Scientology,
David
yeah, she
Miscavige
did that.
himself.
Yeah.
And apparently he was completely blindsided, and that's like some of the last times they've ever seen each other. And then that was just that.
Phenomenal.
It was like a masterclass.
I'd say she saw that being in the Scientology church and being in that church is such a bubble.
Yeah.
And her growing up outside of it and then going into it and being like, oh, this is really like, okay, like I'm in it. So
Wow.
that's what,
And my husband loves this.
And
The
my
man I
husband-
love is so
it's
passionate.
Like, I'll be into it as well. And then watching her daughter grow up and being like, oh,
They're indoctrinating
no.
her. No, this is mine now.
No,
She's
hold on.
mine.
She's not getting taught either the same basic things that like we have all been taught or whatever.
Or
it
she's
is,
coming home and saying something.
She's coming home and being like, oh my god, the aliens, and it's like, oh, let's nip that in the bud.
We're not doing that.
In the bud.
Because they take them in, and then if at some point they're seeing Miss Holmes as a suppressor, they will come in, take the kid, get rid of her. So Surrey's then what happened to Nicole Kidman's children could happen to her. I think she might have been like,
could be that you're sitting around family dinner. She's there. Nicole Kidman's adopted children are there at the dinner table, and they're either they might start like saying something about how amazing Scientology is, or start bitching about their mom.
Or like who knows how they spoke about Nicole Kidman within the church, and how it was like
it could have been coming from their kids and watching that effect, that direct thing of literally sitting there at dinner table, and that they come out with some little sentence, some little line of being like, oh well, my mommy is the worst, and it's like,
My mummy's evil and is going to hell.
And they're like 11, so they know no different.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
Does Scientology have heaven and hell? Is that how they work?
I don't know. It's an eternal afterlife kind of thing of like pure bliss and joy. Yeah, the alien planet, and you'll get like reincarnated, drink the Kool-Aid kind of shit. But yeah. So that was how Miss Holmes took herself and her daughter out of the equation and said, bye, Mr. Cruz. And then now they have like no contact with him. And then that's it. Fin. And that's kind of it. So I think all in all,
I hope we all unpacked it. That is so interesting.
He's so
I find it really interesting. All of it, to be honest.
It is
What
interesting.
happened to the first wife?
Mimi Rogers.
Yeah,
Well, I'd be very curious because she's stayed in Scientology.
So yeah, so she's still drinking the Kool-Aid.
Yes.
And now we don't know who he's dating now. But also Tom Cruise.
Is there any
what would we
public
say?
relationships?
Surely he's
60 men.
60s, I'd say.
Do I have when he was born? No.
No. Don't have when he was born. You get an age check.
Nor.
No. Nope.
Nope.
Not dating anyone.
Allegedly, but I'd be curious.
His age?
58, 59, 60?
No, I think he's 61.
He is 62. Well, he looks very well.
I'd say that.
Let me get a visual of him right now.
Botox.
Yeah, I would say
the
so.
fucking
Actually, I'll just look
wazoo. You can't be a celebrity like that and not.
Oh no,
have
I'd say he's getting like, the baby.
baby panda rubbed on his face,
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff. Baby Botox.
Adam and Eve.
Not
Not Adam and Steve.
We're gonna
We'll see you
love
next
you guys
time.
and see you next week on the CNC podcast.
Bye.